Hey guys, thanks so much for jumping on this training. Now, I've just arrived back in my hotel room. I was at the online retailer conference where I was speaking, and I met lots of cool people, learned lots of new things, and found out heaps of new technologies. But one thing that was super important, and I'm so glad that I'm teaching this training today because it is literally on point. Now, the world has changed a little bit. A couple of years ago, we used to rely on third-party data. What I mean by that is using platform information to try and find our customers. So we'd be able to go to Facebook and we'd say, find me all the people that are interested in this thing, okay? Now, that's becoming harder and harder to get because there's changes on iOS and there's gonna be changes on Chrome browsers where we're not gonna be able to get that information anymore in either Facebook or Google, okay? So we're gonna be less reliant on that. All Facebook and Google are gonna be able to do is measure people's interactions and engagements with ads, okay? They're not gonna be able to know exactly what those people are interested in as much as they used to. What this means is then the way that we actually create our ads and our content and our organic is going to be completely different. So no longer are we going to use the interests and everything like that to find our audiences. We're going to let the AI going to do that now, right? The AI is going to be smarter than us because it's going to look at our content and say, who likes this content? And I want to find more people that are engaging in content just like this. So it's going to go out there and find the people for you rather than us giving it rules about where to find them, because it's actually going to find them better because it's going to use your content to identify. So what I mean by that is that content is now the signal on whether or not our audiences engage with us, okay? Now, if we have content that is terrible, people aren't going to engage with it. And what that means is the algorithm is not going to send it out to other people. If we have great content that people engage with, the algorithm's going to send it out, because at the end of the day, Facebook works only if the content is good. Now, it knows where the content is good because they either click it, people watch the whole thing, they click like and they comment, everything like that. So that signals to Facebook to say that this is great content, I want you to show it to more people. Now, if you put something up there and none of that happens, they're not going to share it, okay? The same thing applies with ads. If you put an ad up there and no one is watching it or clicking it, Facebook's not going to show it to more people. So what I want to teach you today is how we're going to structure our content in such a way that when we upload it to Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts, that we're going to get the best engagement ever. We're going to get as much reach as possible, either for free or paid, and so that you can have a system ongoing that can help you actually have videos go viral, all right? So let's go through that right now. Now, my tech setup here is a little bit different, so hopefully this all works when I share my screen, but I'm going to take you through the exact framework that we rolled out in our $1 Million Intensive a few weeks ago. So there's probably going to be a few scribbles on the screen, but I want to take you through it so you can implement in your business today. And if you implement it in your business today, the idea is that you continually iterate your content and get better and better and better using this framework. And I really want to start seeing all you guys short form content going out there. All right, let me try this technology and see if it works. I'm usually pretty good with tech, so this little thing is being a little funky though. So let's share my screen. All right, awesome. Cool. So here we are. I'm going to take you through this thing which is called a short form video script. But before I do that, I want to take you through why this is important. Now, we like to use a proven structure when it comes to running our short form videos. And if you look at all the short form videos that actually go viral or get a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, they all follow this very similar format. This can be rolled out a few different ways, and you might hear different coaches talk about it differently, but at the end of the day, it follows this same sort of structure, okay? Now, the first part of the structure is what we call our hook, and you've probably all heard about the hook, but the hook is exceptionally important because that's where it grabs people's attention. Right now, people's attention spans are so small that we need to grab their attention within the first 3 seconds, okay? And in order to do that, we need to do a couple of things. We need to say something that grabs attention. We need to show that we know who they are and we're going to be speaking directly to them. And again, it has to be super short. So if I give you an example of what we've done on our boxing store, we've done something like how to wrap your hands for boxing in under 10 seconds without the need for a coach. Okay, so that's showing a quick thing. It's a yeah, but a no. All right, so what we like to think about is this is how we do something without having to do this, and it sort of shows the positive and removes any objections. Okay, so that's a hook. It could be something like, I bet you didn't know that tomatoes could grow inside. Something like that, okay? If you're an indoor plant lover, you need to learn about this fertilizer, all right? Grabbing a hook. So we're identifying and we're hooking them in straight away, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. The second thing is we need to relate to them, because if someone you get their attention, you need to now show them that you're a form of authority, or that you've done this before, or you actually have the ability to speak about what it is you're speaking about. So we need to relate to them in some capacity. It could be something like, I use these hand wraps for the last 3 years and they've been amazing. Or I've used this technique for the last 6 months when boxing and my hands have never been sore again. Okay? Or it could be something like, I've been growing these tomatoes for the last 6 months and they're the juiciest tomatoes that I've ever had. Or it could be something along the lines of, I'm a PT and I've handed this out to all my clients and they haven't gained weight in the last 5 months, something like that. Okay, so you sort of see what we're saying. We're grabbing their attention and we need to prove that we actually know what we're talking about. Once we've proven it, we now need to say how it works. And this is where the process comes in. Now, this process can be a set process, like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. We could be just, if we think about the tomatoes indoors, we could say, so I put my tomato in this plant pot and I'm using this fertilizer and I'm watering it with, I'm using this soil and I'm watering it with this fertilizer. That's the process part. So we've grabbed the hook, we've relayed to them, we're showing them how to actually get that result that we've talked about, okay? So the process is super important, because so the hook gets their attention, the relate keeps them watching, and the process lets them watch all the way through to the end. So the algorithm loves it when people watch a video longer. So watch time is exceptionally important. If you have low watch time, then they're just gonna not give you any more reach or engagement, because it shows that your video isn't engaging. And then the third part of this is the success piece. And this is right here. Now, success is important because what you wanna do is you need to actually link back the hook to the success. All right, so we're actually doing the callback here. Now, the success is, I've got the juiciest tomatoes that I've ever had and my friends didn't realize I grew them myself, okay? Or if you do this, this is gonna happen. It's success sort of metric. And then even at the success, this is where we could say a call to action. It could be something like, if you want boxing, if you want your hand wrap, if you don't, I'm gonna get this out, I promise you. If you don't want your hands to hurt for boxing, I recommend you try these wraps from Fight Gear Direct. Bingo, right? We call to action. So we're bringing back the loop. Now, let me show you what this looks like in action. So I'm gonna show you some of these videos here. This is one actually, funnily, about growing tomato plants with grow bags. All right, so I'm gonna try and play this here, and let's hope it works.
This is a 25-gallon size grow bag. I consider it to be like a mini garden bed. Grow bags are awesome because they're really inexpensive to get a handful of them. And if you can get your hands on some good potting soil or mix your own, they can be really affordable to grow a whole variety of things, from root vegetables to giant leafy greens. And I even ran them underneath a cattle panel trellis. They can dry out a little bit faster, especially in hot temps, but if you group them together and mulch them well, I find they've done great.
So what you can see there, team, is this one here actually got 94,000 views. That's 94,000 views on someone who grows tomatoes in a bag, okay? 4.1 thousand likes, okay? This is an amazing cut through on a super simple video. And if you think about the way she talks there, she identifies who it is that wants to do it, what she's done, the pros and the cons of it, and the result that she's gotten, okay? And she's also made it nice and snappy. Had a lot of jump cuts in there. And what I mean by jump cuts is that the frame isn't just one person talking the whole time. It cuts in between things, which is really important. And you'll find that all the videos that you watch that have engagement aren't just, it's rare that it's just one thing talking like that. They'll always jump cut because it resets people's attention. And it's super simple to do. You use tools like CapCut or VN Video Editor, and you just upload it and you can just split the video and move things around. So that's super powerful. So they use a framework that we've rolled out into our elite team, which is this short form video script framework, okay? So let me take you through this now. So if we think about what we just talked about, the hook, what I've done is I've given you some examples here that you can use just to build out your own script. So let's write one together. So as an example, the hook is the yes without the no. So here's one that says like, how this supplement makes me muscly without having to take steroids. I don't know, that was probably a little bit far-fetched. Or how these shoes get me attention without having to spend over $100, okay? Or you need to try these grow bags so that you have the best tomatoes ever. Or 3 reasons why you need these t-shirts to make you, 3 reasons why you need this supplement in your life to stop anxiety, something like that, okay? So you can see here, this is the yes without the no, okay? So have a think about your products and how you could put this into here. What if I think about another one of my products? We sell these little ColourPod headphones, and it might be something like, 3 reasons why you need colorful headphones in your life so you stop looking like everyone else, all right? And that's one of the sort of unique value propositions. So this hook, when we think about your product, has to be similar to your UVP. What is your unique value proposition of your product? What problem does it solve? What need does it satisfy? What is it here that we can really hammer it home? The second part here is show them that you know what it is that you're talking about, all right? This is where we relate and solve. If we think about that grow bag video, she related and she solved the problem, okay? So things like this, I did this for 3 weeks and it literally changed my life. I did this for 3 weeks and I had abs in no time. I did this for 3 weeks and everyone asked me where I got those shoes. Before I bought these shoes, I thought I needed to spend over $200 on sneakers, or I was able to stop, I was able to sleep better when I did this. I had been growing my tomatoes wrong the whole time, right? So what we want to do is we want to relate. Oh, that's the wrong one. I knew I do. What we want to do is relate here, okay? We want to relate to what it is. Okay, so now that we've showed them, we've given them attention, we're related, we want to now do a process and we want to prove. So this is where we tell them how to get the thing or how to do the thing, all right? So the 3 simple steps that I used is I grabbed my supplements from supplements.com. I added them to water. I added them to coconut water because I love coconut water, and I shake it up, and I just have it every single morning. That's a process, okay? It was easy as wrapping my hand 3 times with these wraps and tightening up with the Velcro. Process, super simple. It was super. You could even go something like, I just went to whitesneakers.com, put in my coupon code, and I got them delivered the next day. That's a process as well. It's so simple. So if you think about the process of your product, this is a really cool sort of thing, all right? And then the final thing is success and CTA. So how they will feel if they do this thing, okay? So we've got a few little script things here. If you do this right, you will get this result, okay? To get this result, you can visit your website. I've never felt so amazing. What are you waiting for? So this is the part where we actually call to the action. So we either tell them how they're going to feel, we get them to comment on the video, we get them to comment down below, we get them to like, we get them to share, we get them to go to our website. So this is where we close the loop on our products, okay, or close the loop on our videos. I've got another couple of examples here just to give you an idea of sort of how this works. So let me put these ones on for you.
If you're a beginner or your gym's closed down and you're locked down, do this workout at home. I promise your cheeks are going to be on fire. If you think you can't get a good workout in at home, I am here to dispel the myth. I know I usually use heavy weights at the gym, but these resistance bands are so hardy, and when I first started working out, these were my best friend. And if you're just starting out, these are really going to help you with mind-muscle connection and really isolating those glutes, which is crucial for that booty growth. If you don't have any bands, you can go to my link in bio and get these. I highly recommend them.
So you can hear there the hook that she had. She did the hook, beginner workout at home, identifying beginners. She then talked about how she did it at home and what she overcome if you're just working out at home or on COVID, and if you don't want to use heavy weights, or if you do use heavy weights, you can do this. She gave the step-by-step, and then she looped it in at the back for a call to action to her website. Super powerful. And there's more and more examples here, and you'll include them in the PDF. If you don't have the PDF, I've got a link down below that you can grab it. So make sure you get that PDF, and it's going to give you everything. So in there, we're going to have things like the script, the short form video script, and then this content ideas matrix. I'm not going to go through this today. It's pretty straightforward. It basically helps you understand what type of content that you want to come up with. I might do this one. Actually, you know what? If you want to hear more about this one, drop a comment down below, and I'll record a video a little bit about how to come up with content ideas. I just wanted to make this video super quick. So that's pretty much it, team. Let me just try and get back to my screen. And there we go. All right, that's pretty much it, team. I hope you enjoyed this training. I'd love to see some of these short form video contents. Now, even though you're going to use the structure, they're not all going to work. And what I want you to think about is when you put a video out there, it may not get the engagement, it may not get the reach. One might not. But I want you to analyze all your videos and go, well, okay, if this one worked and this one didn't, what do we think it was in this one that worked? And let's try it in the next one. And then the next one, and the next one. And it's a little bit like going to the gym. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. The bigger your muscles are going to get. You know, what's the old you just need to sharpen your sword, all right? This is what it comes down to. And I love this saying that I heard by one of my mentors once. And he said, if you're not embarrassed by the first thing that you put out, then you probably waited too long or you tried too hard. I want you to be embarrassed by the first pieces of content you put out, because if you wait too long, then you're going to be trying to perfect it too much and you're just never going to get there. You're actually going to move faster by learning, okay? And you're only going to learn by putting things out there. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I am going to head out for dinner. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you all super soon.